Yo, yo, yo.
Yep.
Yo, 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 yo.
You say, fellas.
We are set. We are good. We are good. Again, welcome back. Saturday night. Welcome back to another night of Island Boys football talk. Of course, you got your three guys in the building. Your three Island Boys. Jizzle representing the Philadelphia Eagles. C Money representing the San Francisco 49ers. And Streeter representing the big bad Carolina Panthers. It's always good to be back. Today is Saturday, which means it's preview Saturday and game pick Saturday. So we ready to rock and roll with week 14. It's a lot to talk about from all three of our teams. You got Jizzle playing the Giants,
New York Football Giants.
Shane playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Carolina Panthers playing the Seattle Seahawks. So a lot to talk about tonight. And then we'll do our game picks and then one final say in any other NFL news. But you know how it is. How you guys feeling about tomorrow?
Same as last week. Fully confident.
I 50-50.
Well, you know me, I had I tell you guys last time I was so bored when the Panthers didn't play, so I anxious, ready to get back on the grind. But like we said, it's a it's a playoff stretch. You got about 5 more games, so 5 or 6 more games. This is what it all comes down to. Everybody's facing must-win games for the Eagles, even though they are what 12-1 or 11-1.
11-1.
11-1. You would think that's just an easy course, but you got
The Vikings.
Dallas right there in the division, and then the Vikings right there for the conference. Shane's situation is a little bit more different now with the loss of Jimmy. It's all on the hands of Brock Purdy, which Shanahan looks like he's gonna go with. So can Purdy keep the ship afloat and it's not a matter of fact or keep the Seahawks out of the back, but can Purdy get these 49ers to where they want to be inside the playoffs too? So it's a number of stuff that we could talk about, but Jizzle, I think your game is the only game, right?
Game.
So I'll give you the floor and you can talk about this key divisional matchup against the G-Men.
I think early in the season, a lot of us would have said that this would have been a tough divisional game between two teams. But I think the Giants now are what 1-3-1 after coming to the bye week, and
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, 1-3-1 after coming to the bye. They got a few injuries on offense and defense. I think what Shane Leminux, or whatever his name is, the guard, he's out. Joshua, um, Izudu, he's out. Aaron Robinson, the cornerback, he's out. Leonard Williams, the defensive end, he's doubtful, and Saquon Barkley questionable. So I mean, that team don't have a lot of skill position players, elite skill position players actually to dominate that game. I try to take over that game. I even win that game, which means that again, back to Gannon again. I mean, we know that the defense gonna do a little something because of Daniel Jones can't do it all. And if Saquon Barkley's not there, it won't be a whole lot going on neither on the offense with the Giants.
Hmm.
But Gannon, I mean, I would like to see him shut out these Giants. I'd like to see the defense shut out these Giants. I'd
Are
like
you
to
guys
see
playing? You guys play at home or are we
we playing at New York.
at New York?
Yeah, we're playing in the Meadowlands. But I would like to see the defense, you know what I mean, make another statement again. You made a statement last week with shutting down Derrick Henry. Make another statement again. Shut out these Giants. Show the show the league that you're still for real. Because I don't think the league still believe in the Eagles as they should. They believe that the Cowboys are the top team in the division, are the top team in the NFC, are the projected favorite to make it and possibly win the Super Bowl. But that's neither here nor there. But I mean, the offense will keep rolling again. I don't see the offense having a little stumble that they had a few weeks back against the Colts. I don't see that happening. Mm, I expect Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, um, Quez Quez might play. He might be back this week. I think he was out a little bit last week after he had a shoulder injury. He should be ready to go this week. Dallas Goddard won't be ready. He probably would be ready next week. Avante Maddox might be ready this week, but I'm expecting this team on a whole, offense and defense. Fletcher Cox and those guys, Hargraves, Darius Slay, Bradbury, um, Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham. I mean the whole team. Jonathan Gannon, of course, Nick Sirianni, Shane Steichen. I expect a good game, and I expect another dominant performance again. Probably another 38, maybe 10. But like to see a shutout. I would like to see a 38 or nothing victory. I would like to see a dominant performance. Hold on to probably 100 yards in total. That's what I'm expecting. Let's go there and let's show the league who this team really is. Let's show the league who this team really is about. That's what I'm expecting. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Yes, it's a divisional game, but it shouldn't be a hard fought game. Being that they don't have any skill position players really to actually take advantage of. They don't have any players on offense really other than Saquon Barkley. Daniel Jones can't do it all. He ain't Patrick Mahomes. I mean, they don't have any receivers out there. Name a receiver that you know. Other than Kenny Galladay, who they don't really believe in. So I mean, ain't no reason why the Giants should actually score 20 points, 17 points this week, unless it's garbage time. So I'm expecting another dominant performance again. I don't expect too much nice next week. I mean, this week. I expect him to offer us to be up 20 to nothing in the first half. Should be easy. Just go there and play your game. That's it. You don't have to do. It don't have to be nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular, nothing. Just go there and do what you gotta do. Gannon, you got Darius Slay, you got Bradbury. It's Bradbury's revenge game after the Giants released him. So I mean, let them guys play man coverage. You ain't got no receivers out there who could beat you. Play man coverage all game. Play man coverage all game. Is Saquon Barkley in there? Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I think for the Giants to try to win this game, they got to keep the score low because they can't go head to head with
They won't be able to.
the Eagles. So
They won't be able to. I mean, even though that defensive coordinator that the Giants has, he likes to blitz a lot. He blitzes a lot. But even though
yeah, that but that's
even
that's Wink that's Wink Martindale. That's from Baltimore
right,
days. He
but
always sends them.
he blitzes a lot. But that's not gonna help. You don't have any corners out there who actually can hold AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. One of those guys gonna go off this week. I think Jalen Brown probably. I mean Jalen Brown, no, Jalen Hurts probably got a little revenge game again too last week
So
where he blitzed
so
against them.
you got any concerns with any area or your team heading into tomorrow's game?
None,
You got no concerns.
none,
Shane, remember that because tomorrow show
none.
we gonna let's hope it stays like that.
I have no concerns. That don't mean that the outcome might might be what I'm expecting.
Everything
I
got
have no
concern.
concern. But
Everything got
I ain't got
concerns.
no concerns. None. None. You have
So
no reason to lay down to the Giants this week.
I ain't say gonna lose. I ain't say the losing. I just
Not
see
not
in
even to
terms of any
not even to have
concerns.
the Giants making a game a competitive game.
I ain't even talking about it. You got so you expect to hold the Giants under 100 yards rushing?
I would like to. Hell yeah.
No,
Why
no.
not?
I say I would like to. I actually, if you think you can hold them to under 100 yards rushing,
Yeah, I think they can.
okay. You think you're gonna
Yeah.
hold Daniel Jones to under
One,
220 yards passing?
one, probably, probably, I think he hold him to 200.
Under 200?
Under 200.
Okay. So
Under 200.
let's see if the Giants get over 100 yards rushing.
We see. But that's what I'm saying. If Saquon Barkley in there, even if he's there, because that's all they have. Who else they got? Who else they got?
And that's the thing because
Right.
you
Who
know
else do they have?
Saquon is there. So if Saquon touch higher, then that's a concern.
Right. But who else do they have? So if Saquon is there, your main focus is to stop he, and that's it. Who, you don't fear no receivers over there. None. You don't fear no tight ends out there. None. You don't fear no defensive players out there. Corners, safety, linebackers, defensive end tackles, none of them. You don't fear none of them. That's what
So
I'm saying. It should be a dominant performance again this week.
it should be. Yeah.
Walk in there and show this league who's the real team.
Were you seeing anything on that game that you see playing out against the Eagles?
It's a divisional game. I think that's the biggest thing. I think so. He ain't gonna be. He wants to set to the piece. I don't think he gonna get that high. I think it'll be a low scoring game, probably 20-14, something like that. 21 to
20 to 14?
21, 14, maybe. A one touchdown or two touchdowns or two scores. I ain't gonna say two touchdowns. I say two scores, maybe 24,
I think
14.
more than that.
It's a divisional game, and it can always be tough. So I think that's what Eagles gonna win, but ain't gonna be no 30-7, no domination game though.
I think is an analogy that Shane used with me when we doing our thing. The Giants is like one of them sprint cars, like a drag race car. Them shoot out the gap full speed. Them had at this
That's
higher
all right.
goals.
And then fall
Yeah,
off.
but now when you recognize that they don't have that
Mhm.
much pieces, they start out now, which is fine because, like I said, Dable's first season, he for first season that he was cap strapped and he had to keep people on the team. He couldn't really do stuff. He ain't
Right.
working with the vision of his team. He still got those guys. What 7-4, 7-5, something like that.
7-5-1. 7-4-1, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So in a case like that, that is good, but I don't think they have this. The Steve, as Shane would say, the Starlock right now. The Giants Starlock, and no disrespect to them. It's just you
They
can
don't
see
have
the
talent.
you don't see the glaring. You can see the glaring differences. No, with Daniel Jones can only do so much for you. You got for that team to work. You got to have the running game going good. You got to have what do you call it? You got to have the defense playing on point, and the defense being a pleasant surprise. But offensively, I don't know how they hold on to how they hold on to these things because they don't have nobody to threaten you on offense outside of Saquon. If Gannon don't put 8 men in a box,
That's right. Hmm.
something got to be really wrong because
Hmm.
one deal Robinson ain't gonna do nothing.
I think he out.
He got to
He
be
out.
out too.
He out with a torn ACL. He out for the season. So that's what I'm
Right.
saying. They don't have any receivers out there to be a threat.
Mhm.
So I like Shane made a good point. You know how divisional games is. Whether you're injured or not, divisional games are just sinking a little bit different too. But I still think that it'll be hard for the Giants to keep up with the Eagles. The Giants gotta come out like a sprint car again. Come out punching. Probably catch the Eagles a little off guard, like to come out 10-0, something like that. For the game to kind of like be close going down. But I think it'll be a good first half, and then the Eagles probably stretch it in the second half because
Uh-huh.
yeah, they don't have the They don't have the pieces to keep up. Where it'll be something like that Giants when the Giants played the Cowboys. It was good, a good first half in Thanksgiving, very good first half, but they just start long after. They run out of steam, those kinds of stuff. So we'll see, but I think all three of us will expect a what you call it, a W
Commanded,
for,
commanded
yeah.
victory.
Well, maybe a commanding, maybe not, but we all expect a W from um the Eagles. So now we switch it over to the 4 o'clock games. You got the San Fran one and you got Carolina one. So you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I go first because ain't much I can talk about. All eyes on Purdy.
All right, get it off your chest.
And what Purdy gonna do? Because he got a lot of pressure on this man, and I don't know. We gonna see. Tampa Bay. We just watched. We watched the game with Tampa Bay. Um, when they play against the Saints. Yeah, the Saints. And Tom Brady had to come back and win the game. And he come back now. He got to face another defense now that gonna be down his throat. But we have to score points. Now, Purdy scored points in the first game against um, Miami. But now the team's got a little bit of film.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he was poised out of the pocket with the man blitzed him, like I say, on the other show, on the last show. So are they gonna blitz him this time, or are they gonna try and play in coverage and make him try and beat him with a hand? The problem is that you can't sit in the zone and play against us because then Kyle gonna dot you up in the run game. You try to blitz him. Yeah, you see that he cannot go down to the blitz game. I guess he always can find his outlets. So if he could just score one or two times and then leave out defense, basically put that pressure on Brady, who, like I say, if the Miko is in like up on that left tackle, I don't know what else you can tell him because I sending everybody on the left side. I
Send a
put
bit on the left side.
and then yeah, both are questionable, but I think he can play. I think I'm just resting him. So he got a little tweak in his hamstring from about 2-3 days ago. He practiced last practice. So he them list him as questionable, but I think he can play. Hopefully he don't flare up that he can't play much. But I think we can put our strongest defensive lineman out on our left side against that fella. He can probably hold about 20 times in the game, and I think that'll be the end of Tampa Bay right there. Um, but again, Brady is Brady. When we pressure Brady and put him in them long down situations and stuff, he have the chance to come back and he Brady magic. But then we need Purdy to protect the ball. So I think the big thing going into this game tomorrow is protect the ball offensively. Um, we activated Tevin Coleman again. So we got three backs again. So it's gonna be McCaffrey, Jordan Mason, and Tevin Coleman. Probably gonna play two tight ends set with a running back in the back just to protect Purdy a little bit, make him do his magic. And hopefully he just protect the ball. If he don't turn over the ball and protect the ball and at least get us in scoring range or give us at least two touchdowns I like asking for him. He give me more than that, I happy. He give me two. That's what I need. Two, and then just keep us going in field goal range on the drives on the field. And we're gonna have to do long, methodical drives. Keep Brady off the field. That's what I need. So
So how confident are you going into tomorrow with Purdy?
but don't tell you 50-50.
So you only at a 5 right now.
Yeah, I want to see him. I got to see him play the full game now that somebody got film on him. And come out to me, I think this is gonna be his biggest test right here. I ain't worried about the Seahawks because defensively they ain't it, but you find the Seahawks will be going shootouts with everybody and just they scoring the offensive score, but the defense ain't really stopping nobody neither. So I think this game right here is gonna be his biggest test. I think Tampa Bay two safeties are not gonna be playing either. So I think Winfield and the other safety name, I think they injured. So you can see what happened. You can see what Kyle dial up. If he can protect Purdy, he can let Purdy air it out. You know what I'm saying? But it's a 50-50. You can't tell me I can't feel no higher than that going with a 7th round pick, third string quarterback. You know, unless he show me he's the next coming of Brady, 6th round pick.
if I'm Tad Bowles, I ain't letting Christian McCaffrey in that run game beat me. Porty gonna beat me.
Right.
I ain't allowing I ain't allowing Kyle Shanahan to run all over my defense.
So you're coming out 8 in the box.
Eight in the
But
box
you
sometimes.
see,
Not just only eight in the box, but sometimes I gonna just change up my coverage a little bit. So this guys, I ain't gonna give Porty the same
but
look.
the Buccaneers actually top five in run defense.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
So they have a very stout run defense with Vita Vea and those guys. The linebackers play the
right.
run well too with
David and
Devin
White.
White and Levante David. They've been having trouble in pass coverage this year, but the run game has been a top five unit. The run defense has been a top five unit. So I think as this year, they're gonna want the ball in pour their hands to
Right.
win the game.
So do we so
But
do we so do we come out the screenplay, the dump offs, the bootlegs, the play actions? Do we do that? It's just how much Kyle gonna trust Purdy. You know what I'm saying?
see, the good thing for the 49ers is they got so much weapons that you can move people around, look at mismatches, and keep the game simple for Porty. You don't have to do too much. So that's one good thing that's working in you guys' favor. But again, it's like you say, Porter gotta be on point. Limit his turnovers. Don't try to push. Don't try to press. You could take 3 points, take it.
Yeah.
Don't force it and try to get because yeah, we watched the last well, we watched the whole game of the Saints and Buccaneers, and you take away the last 3.5 minutes, it was nothing from the Buccaneers. I think you guys gotta put the Buccaneers on edge again because it'll be tough for them. So you think Brady gonna come out firing like how you fire in them last 3.5 minutes against five? Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think we gonna allow that.
Exactly. So it's like Porter just need to just like just maintain the composure. Don't try to do too much and just keep it going. Simple.
Yeah, and I think that gonna be that would probably the emphasis all week. In practice, just protect the ball, take what the defense give you. If they ain't there, throw the ball away. Don't force nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta prepare for like here you say if they stack the box with eight, this guy's coverage sending blitz off, delayed blitzes and stuff like that. He got to be able to read. No, he like this thing. I watched that game. I watched the film too. He like this thing of rolling out, and he'd roll right out into the fucking sack.
Oh,
Yeah,
Porter.
yeah. He rolling, but he rolling into the sack. So he need to either stand in the pocket or step up in the pocket, stop this freaking rolling.
To walk the pocket.
Yeah,
You think
step
he
up.
you think he's shell shock?
He might be, but I mean, when you send a fucking 13-0 blitz out of
Sometimes when you feel that pressure, you gone full speed.
yeah, yeah. I think, and so I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Any quarterback can have happy feet coming in a game 7. You coming in, and here comes your first player again. 13 man, well, 10 of the 11 man coming at you hard. He want to get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? He roll right into the blitz. He do 3 times I think in that game. He rolled right into the blitz. Um, so I like to see him, climb the pocket. Cause he fast, he can run, and it's like, so it's like I would like if send a blitz, he see he can't get away from it, see the hole and step up and take a run and then slide and just come get a couple of yards and play next game. When that man understand that you could run out of the damn pocket, they can stop blitzing. Or if they blitzing and you start dumping it off, if they stack the box, like KG said, if they stack the box 8 and kind of start dialing up plays where you just dump it over them head, you know what I'm saying? We can see how they play because, like I say, every team that players have to pick their poison. Who they gonna guard? You gonna guard McCaffrey, or you gonna guard Kittle, or you gonna guard Debo, you're gonna guard Ayuk. So
No, Jizzle, anything to add on that game from your eyes?
Most likely to see what is gonna be, what Porty's gonna do. If I mean, we know what Kyle Shanahan can do, and we know what he's all about. But can he do it again? I mean, we've seen him coach second string and third string quarterbacks, and they've looked good. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, they're going against an elite defensive coordinator, Todd Bowles. So We see how that translates. But I expect another victory from the 49ers again this week. I don't
Yeah,
see.
I
I
don't
don't see
see
Tampa
I
Bay
don't
options
see how Tampa would win. Tampa,
to compete
if
against that.
Tampa win, Tampa defense can probably score
Right.
Right,
like a
right.
pick six or fumble six or something. But I don't see Brady winning the game fully on his hands. It gotta be that um Tampa got a sack fumble and the far
What?
niner side, or like they get interception and like good field position.
Right.
So outside of that, I don't see it there. Brady would.
Again, it gonna be like I said, it gonna be all on party. The only way I see a sack fumble coming is if this, a sack fumble on party or a pick six on party. It can all lead on to party, and I think that's gonna be the pressure on him. I think our defense is stout enough to handle the Buccaneers any day. It's just that we need to score. Brady gonna score. You know what I'm saying? He's Brady. He gonna score. But they barely score. They've been barely scoring. They ain't been had no big scoring games, like one or two scores and that's it from Brady. So I think if we could put on two scores, couple of field goals, we could walk out of that game and just keep on just limping our way into the playoffs until we get back Jimmy or somebody. Or if Paulie just develop that he becomes that guy. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta see. We gotta take it, one game at a time. But everything is on Paulie this game. Everything. And then maybe after this week, depending on how he play, then that 50 might go up there, 70-30. You know what I'm saying? We got
Mhm.
to start next.
Well, we're gonna see at 420. It's 4-5 or 425. I think it's at
425. 425.
425. We'll see if this Buccaneers can hold a strain on the NFC South, or they will give the big bad Panthers the chance to come back in, because the Panthers is coming off fresh jizzle, heading to Seattle for what we call a crucial match. Has implications for both the Seahawks and the Panthers. The Panthers win and Seahawks lose. I mean, Panthers win, Buccaneers lose. They basically one game out. And looking at the schedule, we have some winnable games for the Panthers. I think for the most part, we are healthy. Um,
Dante Foreman playing.
Dante Foreman is ready to go. He had a foot injury, but he's ready to go. Uh, Something that I didn't know until this week, Henry Anderson, which is one of our defensive ends, he's been out for quite some time. They just said that he was out due to an illness, but it was revealed this week that he actually got a stroke,
Wow.
Wow.
because of a brain clot in his head, in his
Wow.
brain,
Wow. Wow. Wow.
a blood clot in his brain. Sorry, and they said that they caught it very very early, and he said there was one night that he was like he started, his hands were getting numb, his speech was slurring. They took him to the doctor. He was actually getting a stroke, and they did some tests, and it was because of a blood clot. So it could have gotten a lot worse, but doctors caught it all in. We have actually activated him for the game tomorrow, so that's a good story for Henry Anderson. Hope he's okay and his family and everything is good. But yeah, that could have been worse. But he'll be back tomorrow. So we cut Tay Hayes, which was a depth cornerback, but he was very good in the run defense for us, because we were actually better when he was on the line. But we, for the most part, we are healthy. Dante Foreman healthy, Brian Bones healthy. Everyone's ready to go. I think the Seahawks, Kenneth Walker's a game time decision with an ankle injury. DJ Dallas game time decision. And I think DK Metcalf is questionable with some injury as well. They say it's going to be probably game time decision. But we got to stop Gino. Even though that may sound rhetorical, saying that is actually the truth, because he's on a tear this year. He's always been a backup or just never live up to his potential. But this year he's thriving. He got Lockett and Metcalf playing good. Kenneth Walker's playing good. So we got to come on our P's and Q's. We got to be there. We got to be ready. No slacking. I think this is another game for Sammy D to. He'll have to do more than what he did against Denver. He'll have to throw the ball a little bit more, because I do think Seattle will put up some points, which means Sammy D gonna have to make some good throws. but I still think it's a game that we can win. It's not like we're just gonna get destroyed. I do believe that we could win this game once we play up to our potential. Um, like I said, you got to stop those two main receivers though. Lock it in, Metcalf. Those two are the big buys. Cause if Hane go on one, who barking the other one? I ain't too sure about that.
CJ?
What happened to Action Jackson?
No, he tore his Achilles. He's out for the season.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
What happened
CJ?
to CJ Henderson?
Who?
CJ?
CJ Henderson?
He don't play for we still? Because them say he got out of the cornerbacks, he got some of the highest, what you call it, completion percentage. So them that catch everything, sure he is. I don't know if he play flag football or something. So I ain't too sure about that yet, but um we gotta stop them to be honest. And defense, I don't know much about who they are on defense. All I know is they got the Wooten fella, the rookie, good cornerback. No Bruce Irvin or I know all Thomas ain't playing, but who the hell they got? Shane, you them in your division. Who they got on defense? So
Partner, then I'm Michael Jackson and Kobe Bryant.
you see them tech people from other sports to play and to walk in? A
Yes.
sports and a singer and
Yep.
to walk in?
Yes. Michael Jackson out there moonwalking and Kobe Bryant out there laying up straight. You crazy? No, but for real, though, the strength is in the linebackers. They got a linebacker there. I forget his name, KG.
Jordan Brooks.
Yeah.
But he was their first round pick a couple of years ago. So
He
He
balling.
he played
Balling.
with
Defensive
Khan
line,
too.
the defensive line ain't much to talk about. To tell you the truth, I don't know how the hell I'm winning so much because the offensive line is trash. The defensive
a
line,
well
is trash,
coached,
right? Could be but
well coached team.
the linebackers are straight. Jamal Adams gone for the season, so the secondary kind of weak. But they
They got Quandre Diggs out there still, I think.
yeah, they got Diggs, but he only one man. And
I know they are starting two rookie tackles. So you got Charles Cross.
you're right.
He was labeled the best pass blocker in the draft. And then they got a dude from USC, I think, on the right side. We
Right.
gotta take advantage of that. Two
You
rookie
should.
tackles. I mean, Gino. The good thing is Gino got two high WR ones, wide receiver ones playing for him, which is Metcalf and Lockett.
Look at that.
I think they've been scheming the game good for Gino playing to his strengths.
I think so too.
So it's not like I say, I'm not gonna just go there and call them scrub. This 7-5, something like that. That's their record for a reason. It's not like they've been playing bad. It's just we just never expected this to see of them when Russell left. But I'm not taking anything away from them. But I am confident that we can hold up with them if we play our way and execute the right ways. Like you said, I don't know. No, I looked at the defense. I can't pick people on the defense that I'm afraid of or like would circle. But on the offense, I am worried because they are very efficient on offense. I'd see every time from time Kenneth Walker came in, Kenneth Walker been balling, which means the line is paving holes for Kenneth Walker.
Right.
So and then Gino is doing his thing. I mean, it helps when you got Metcalf and Lockett out there. So
That's true.
But I
you
think
got
again,
They're gonna win one on ones.
exactly.
I'll tell you my thing again. The defense is not good. The problem is that you're gonna get in a shootout with Gino.
Yeah, and they've been scoring. See, the thing is, they score.
Putting up score, but if you look at points against them, they've been giving up 30 points a game. Actually, almost. You know what I'm saying?
You know the sad problem about that is the Panthers ain't one of them teams like high score. The Panthers want to control the clock, run the ball, and my only concern with this is that I do believe that don't get in a shootout with him.
Right.
If you can get like some all-lay 3-outs on them and actually make something out of it and put them down like 10-0, 13-0, something like that, or like 14-3 or something, then you could play and control your clock. So the key for the Panthers is to just don't go and just end up getting behind. You gotta do a shootout and them kind of stuff. Keep the game close, control your clock, and get up and Seattle with a victory, and let's see what happens. Because it's not like I'm not worried about them. Like Shane said, I'm not worried about the defense. It's just Gino is playing at a top 10 type quarterback right now, and you gotta make him uncomfortable. You gotta disrupt him. You got Brian Bonds to do that. Derek Brown, let's get some pressure on him, and let the good thing is, like I said, Jeremy Chin is back. Xavier Woods is a questionable. I don't know what's gonna happen there. A few others are questionable, but let's see what happens tomorrow. But like I say, I am is on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably at an 8 based on how I know the Panthers can play. And then coming off that victory against Denver should give you some more hope. And you should be fresher now because you get a little week off just now. You should be come back fresh. Let's hope they don't come out flat after a boy. Teams that come out flat after a boy. I can't deal with that. So let's hope Steve Wilkes have these things. And like I said, Steve Wilkes coaching for hijab. We all know that. These last 5 weeks gonna determine if he gets to keep his job next year. Because if he comes out at this 3-2 or at least 4-1, he definitely is get. They're gonna take off the interim tag. But if he goes about 1-4, 2-3, I think he kind of lasted there. So let's see. Everyone is playing for something, so let's see what really happens coming in.
Yeah, like
So
I said, if you go back and look at the 7 games that the Seahawks win, only 2 of them 7 games were dominant. I ain't gonna say dominant performance, but it was no shootout. They beat the Cardinals 19, and then they beat
right.
the Giants 21, 27 or 21-13 or something like that. Everything else been like 40-43, 32-33, 27-23.
Yeah, some insane
Yeah,
kind of things that you don't expect from them.
right. So it's like if your defense and you guys got good defense, if your defense could control Gino, now you could control the clock and score points, and Gino, I think I should beat them. And I think that's the same way how we beat Gino. The first, I mean, granted, there was just his second game, but he took off like after that. So I don't know if that was always in him. It's just that he faced that defense. You know what I'm saying? It's like control him, keep him out of the field, put that pressure on him, make him have to beat you. Cause Gino just slinging the rock. I believe just think you got, like you say, you got Lockett, you got McCav just killing you, but now them got his game well. I didn't play against game well, so I didn't feel that pressure. I can feel it later next week, but I didn't feel game well. So I don't know how they got that. You know, he explosive too. So
Well, I'll say one thing as KG said earlier, public coaching has a lot to do with Seattle. And, I mean, they put the players in the best position to succeed, and that's Gino. He bet on himself. You know, there was a lot of talk about whether they bring in Baker Mayfield or somebody and those kinds of stuff. Gino bet on himself, and he's owned himself about 15 to 20 million next year in a deal. You guys
So,
think he owned himself a good 15 to 20 million for the next 2 to 3 years?
he might be
yeah,
somebody
I
starter.
agree. I agree that.
If you don't stay, you know, he might be somebody starter because you're looking at Seattle now. They ain't getting that top pick for no quarterback.
Well, the thing
They may trade up.
no, it's not there. The thing is, they got the Broncos pick.
Oh yeah, they got the Broncos pick.
Yeah, so they actually right now still got a top 5 pick. Got the Broncos right now or top 5 pick.
Them like
So
the
they
damn,
got their pick and a Broncos pick.
them like the damn Eagles.
You could bet that.
And so they actually show you like 3 teams got like 2 like remember the Lions got their pick plus the Rams pick.
Yeah.
The Seahawks got their pick and Denver's pick, and unfortunately the Rams and Denver pick right now are top 6 picks. So like I say, in terms of the Seahawks, I wasn't going quarterback deal. I was picking somebody to help the team win now, or at least trade down and get more picks. But I'll get into that in the off season. But like I said, for the Panthers point, Sam Darnold is playing for either himself or for other teams to see how he look if he gets a job next year. Steve Wilkes is playing to see if he can coach this team next year. And even at 4-8, we're playing for the division yet because the Buccaneers aren't playing for it. The Buccaneers aren't like I said, if the Buccaneers last Monday and we won this week, we'd be in first place. Unfortunately, they did win. If Shane beats them and we beat the Seahawks, we're technically 1 game back and owning the tiebreaker. So there's a lot of stuff that can happen.
Yeah, and if you win and we win, we 2 games up on the Seahawks.
Exactly.
That'll give us some breathing room because I feel that's our divisional rivals. So it's rarely we to beat them twice. You know. So.
Like I was saying, I showed you guys our schedule. We got Seahawks, Lions, Pittsburgh Saints, and Buccaneers. That's 5 games. It's a realistic chance if you play the right way, you could be 4-1. I won't say 5. No, you lose a game in there, but if you go 4-1, I guarantee you win the South. So there's a lot of stuff to play for, and we're gonna see how it is. Like I said, I expect a good game or exciting game because that Seahawks team can light you up fast, but could also get light up fast. So let's see if we are actually prepared and ready to come up. So we'll see. So with all 3 games under review, it will lead us now to the unofficial game
Game
picks. I know
picks.
we picked on Thursday already. Before we get into our game picks, all of us picked Las Vegas, and KG should have probably stuck with his word and say he said he'll never pick Las Vegas again, and he did.
That team,
Unfortunately,
that team
that
just
came
know how
back
to
to
give
bite
it.
him in the air.
That team
And
just know how to give it a middle finger. They just know how to give it a middle finger. I tell you.
I just want to say for once, for the entire year, I'll say the chef had put on his hat. I'll just say the chef put on his hat. It don't always look good, but the chef put on his hat, and somehow he got a W for those Rams.
You
And
were
the
up
Rams
14-3
16.
on a 16-3
16-3
on a depleted Rams team who
in the
has no
fourth quarter
players.
too, with under 6 minutes to go.
You playing against the third string quarterback who just come off the street, who was just released by an NFL team. You got no Cooper Cup.
How in the
All you got is
world?
Van
How in the
Jefferson
world
and a
he
bunch of
learned that
scrubs.
playbook in one? How in the world he learned the playbook in one day and come out there and do that? I'll give him his props that he was calm and he just played. And but at the end of the day, it's 32 NFL teams. As KG does say, you get paid to play. He came out and he played and avoided the Las Vegas Raiders. I was firing everybody there for leaving Baker Mayfield. Come out there and beat we. Not to say that he's terrible for beating we for coming there Tuesday evening and then playing Thursday. That's
Up
what
13 in the first half. Going into the second half, up 13. You couldn't score no more points. You couldn't score not even a field goal. You couldn't
all
score no more
16
points in the
points
second
came.
half.
Well, all 16 came in the first half, right?
All
Yeah.
nothing in the second half. That's
So,
horrible.
like I said, we've
Horrible.
been. I know we've been betting on Las Vegas a lot in our game picks, but I think that probably just crossed the line in terms of if you'll ever pick a Las Vegas pick again.
Fun thing is, you don't pick them, they go there and fucking win.
And again, this was a key game for them to
Right, exactly.
get back in it.
Who they play next week?
I ain't even get that far. I know I won't be picking. I know I won't be picking them.
You're getting close to the divisionals, yeah. So
Probably
All right.
they're playing the Patriots next week.
That's all right.
If Vegas got them as -1.
No. I bet in the Patriots. Freak that.
McDaniels versus Belichick.
Yeah, better check already.
This kid's a hustler.
Like we done with them, man.
Nonsense football you watch there.
All right, so no, like I said, it leads us to the one and only game picks. I mean, last week Shane was almost perfect. I don't know how he get that work, but
Not this week.
me and KG did some research and investigation, but we didn't really come up with nothing much. I think he had already changed it, so we couldn't get it fixed.
I think so.
All right, Shane, run the thing. Run the
Hey, up.
All right, so we got New York Jets versus Buffalo Bills. What we got?
I go with the Bills.
The day I see the Jets sweep the Bills in 1 year, something got to be wrong. And in this year, so I'm going with the Bills.
I ain't Buffalo as well. Even though I think the Jets gonna play ball, I ain't Buffalo.
All right, Cleveland, the Deshaun Watson game 2 versus the Surgeon Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. What you got, Jizzle?
Bengals rolling.
Yeah, I think I'm going Bengals too.
I got Bengals.
All right. We got the welcome back. Davis Mills in the Houston Texans versus Dak Prescott in the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going Dallas.
Again, Dallas as well.
I think
What's
we
up,
all
Dallas?
on Dallas by the looks of it.
Minnesota.
Now we got a good one here. Minnesota versus Detroit.
I going with the Motor City.
Everybody picking it. I can't have it always
What
the
is?
same way. I'm going with the hand. No, I got to go with Detroit. Detroit is my team right now. I'm going with Detroit. We all on Detroit.
All right, Jacksonville at Tennessee.
Jacksonville got a shellacking last week. So did Tennessee. I going with Tennessee.
I think. Do I trust Dougie P after that horrendous thing? But then Tennessee, I'm going with Tennessee.
I got Jacksonville.
All right. We got Philly versus
Yeah.
the G-Men. What KG's going Philly. So I got Philly as well. After that, we got Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Tyler Huntley versus Pickett. Who are we going with? I feel that Pickett gonna get picked. So I'm going
I
with
going with
Baltimore.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, 2-1. Boy. All right. We got Miami versus LA Chargers.
Hmm. I gotta look. I gotta look I gotta go in the shop for this one.
Ah,
I think they're gonna be upset. I think they're pissed off.
God. The
I give it the
Chargers can't.
Dolphins.
The
Who you got,
Chargers.
KG?
I give it the Dolphins, Miami.
The Chargers can't afford to do no more nonsense here. I'm going with the Chargers. I'm done with Brandon Steele after this. I'm going with the Chargers. Got Tampa and San Fran. I'm going San Fran because Tampa needs to lose. Who you got, Jizzle?
San Fran.
San Fran.
He said that he ain't sure.
Carolina versus Seattle. Ooh. I'm going with the big bad South. Oh, she ain't going with Seattle. That's what I like.
I gotta forget that one.
Well, we did last week. Well, week before.
I give me Seattle.
Wow. What a wow. That's what I like. KC and Denver. That's too
KC,
easy.
of course.
I ain't even asked nobody that question.
New England.
And then New England and Arizona. I am going with my man D Hop, steroid by D Hop, and the Arizona Cardinals. All right, so there you have it. We're bound to have a winner because we got some different picks. So we should be good. Like you say, we find out about most of our picks on Sunday and then bring up the winning circle on Tuesday on our show. Our picks are in, and we do have some good games. So we just gotta wait and see what really happens going in. When it comes to
Any comebacks, any go backs? No, this is your last chance. Eh?
None.
KG, take a picture because you know she.
He said, "Then I always go back at the damn show." You want to take a picture until you win, right?
You could bet that.
All
All right. So there you have it. Our picks are in. We know our next show will definitely be tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Um, we'll have all three of our games finished, so we'll have a good show tomorrow. Whether happy or sad, we'll have three things to talk about. Did San Fran win? Did Philly win? Did Carolina win? And then we look at the updated playoff schedule as well. And then Tuesday show the usual, our awards, game bars, picks, and everything. But tomorrow it'll be the same show as usual. I don't know how the emotions will be. If KG loses, that'll be a bad emotion. If Shane loses, he's already 50-50. If Sweden loses, it's like the end of the world because he expect them to win. So
How do we heal that last week, the week before? Yeah, and I put you on suicide watch.
so you could bet that that's my team. That's my team. All right. So in terms of NFL news, I know Lamar got injured last week. I think sprained PCL. So they say that Huntley may start one or two games. So they prep them to be that. The Raiders make Chef Baker remain the starter. Because all of a sudden he really the Raiders, that's it. Um outside of that, I know everyone's still watching this OBG watch, but I don't know what's
But
gonna
no,
happen there.
that not gonna happen. Every team that he visit concerned about his medical. He can't get back on the field until
Well, it
January.
look like they're pushing it back that he gonna be back by January. So you gone from December to January. December you done the January playoffs, so you ain't got no time to do nothing.
That's
Right.
true.
So I don't understand that. I know the Falcons are ready to move on. They're starting Desmond Ritter after the boy, not this week, but after the boy next week. Mm, outside of that, there's not much on my side. You guys got any more NFL news that you know?
No, I think we covered it all. I don't think
Nothing.
anything else happened other than the injuries we talked about on Tuesday.
Yeah, I know Von Miller's out for the season. He had his ACL surgery. I know a couple of key injuries for this Sunday. We just gotta wait and see. Most of them are game time decisions, so you gotta wait and see what happens. But no, again, football Sunday is tomorrow, right around the corner. 2 o'clock games, 1 o'clock games, 4 o'clock games, and then Sunday night game, which is the Chargers and the Dolphins. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I see, we'll pop up the playoff race when we come in tomorrow and talk some football, talk some more football as usual. That's it for me with everything. Like I said, it's just all our fans keep liking and subscribing the page. If you're new to the page, continue to like and subscribe, and you can get all the latest news. You can always join the show. If you want to join the show, just send us a message on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and we'll send you a link and you can come talk some football with us. But we're always here and we can always do these things and keep the content going. Football is a big thing for all of us, so we keep it going and hopefully Shane and KG makes the playoffs and Carolina sneaks in, but that's a lot of
Hopefully, we make the playoffs. There's no hopefully.
but you might be out the first week, so
No,
I
no, no,
get
no, no, no,
uh,
no, 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 no.
This guy, this
There's no
guy.
hopefully. 11-1. Hopefully,
I've seen weirder things happen.
even if they still lose out, they still making the playoffs.
I've seen weirder things happen. All right, anything from you guys?
Nah, I think that's it. Just
That's it.
we rolling with Purdy, buddy. Rolling with Purdy.
Rolling with Porty.
Rolling with those two dudes, the bad boys of the NFC East.
Who bad boys these is?
Right there, baby. You can see them right there. Don't look too hard.
I ain't looking at all.
1-11.
All right, so we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8. All our games will be played, so we'll talk about our outcomes. And then the Sunday night game is who?
Chargers and Dolphins. That's a good game.
Charles and Dolphins, yeah. So we'll have our show going. Um, Probably during the first quarter of that game, see what that's going on, and then after that we'll cut out. Then we'll talk about the end of that game on Tuesday, plus the Monday night game, the Patriots and the Cardinals. So
Mm-hmm.
other than that, see everybody on Sunday, and happy week 14. Peace.
Peace.